All right, let's get this weekend rolling. Continue rolling. EVC with the raid. Thank you, EVC. Thank you. Don't cut the D Block Dragon for re-upping the sub. What are we at now? 7 months. 7 months already. It just seemed like you were a young pup. Just seemed like you were just joining the dog pound, just joining OOTP, and here you are, all grown up, 7 months old. Thank you, D Block. Good to see you. I saw your comment. You're having a nice spring day in Germany. We are not spring here. We are still in about the minus 15 degrees Celsius range. We're getting some more snow tonight, some more snow tomorrow. So we are nowhere near spring. Sure, mic is on. Good. Mute is off. Good. Very impromptu stream. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Usually I streamed on Saturdays. I was always streaming around 12 noon EST. And then EVC went in the mornings and Tessuigi was on at noon. So I was kind of squeezed into a short stream. It was hard to rip a bunch of packs in that time. So I said, okay, I'm going to go in the afternoon. So I went in the afternoon, and then AZ Axel wanted to do his backyard project in the afternoon. So fine, good. But then it was getting all jammed up on Saturday. So I said, okay, I'll just do Fridays instead because there's no more TWIP showdown for a while. So I'm just going to go to Fridays. And then I come on today and I got kind of late going here, went to EVC stream, and then I saw no one else is streaming tonight. No one else until very late tonight, like 7 or 8 p.m. tonight. And I'm like, well, I didn't get my drops. Many of you probably haven't got your drops. EVC didn't get his drops. So I'm just going to pop on and do what I would normally do on a Saturday and get you guys your drops and hang out a little bit, have some coffee, and just see where the wind takes us. Yeah, a little bit windy here, a little bit of a wind chill. So good to see you guys. Brent in the chat. Grand Slam for Philippe Alou. Last night, Grand Slam for Philippe Alou on your stream. If you're not getting no hitters or one hitters, you're getting production. How is Willie McCovey doing on the Giants? I keep forgetting to ask you. How's Willie doing? Welcome in, everyone. Yes, Laptop Hound here again, back on Monday. Just kind of show you what's coming up over the next little bit as we transition from OOTP 24 to 25. All getting excited about that. Oh man, if your hair's not standing up waiting for OOTP 25, you gotta I don't know, drink more coffee or something, because it should be. So excited about what's coming. Less than 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks away now. We're going to be able to be playing OOTP 25. March 15th is the release. Save 30% if you pre-order now. Yeah, I don't get anything out of this. I'm just trying to save you guys a few bucks. Save 30%. I pre-ordered my desktop version because I want to play the beta as soon as it comes out on March the 12th, and maybe even be able to stream some of it depending on how early it's released on March 12th, because that's one of my streaming days. Yeah, that's a Tuesday, or is that a Monday? The 12th, 13th, 14th. I think that's a Tuesday. So yeah, that's one of my streaming days. So here's some things coming up over the next week or so. Monday is my last big kick at the Wheel of Destiny theme team. My EVC commissioned theme team, which he's helped me a lot on these wheel spins. And one last chance to try and win a trophy. So we're going to do a mega spin on Monday and try and open some packs and fill our team with some final week competitors. So we're going to do that along with a few other things. Looking forward to Tuesdays, because Tuesdays usually D-Block and I look over the newest treasure trove cards, but that is done for the immediate future. Spore is not announced when he's going to be doing the treasure trove again. He said it won't be at the beginning, but it won't be as late as it was last year. So I'm thinking May, June, maybe we start getting the treasure trove back. But D-Block is going to join me on Tuesday. I hope his voice is better. And we're going to go over our lower level all-stars, our favorite iron and bronze cards that we have played over the course of the cycle. Not necessarily the best now, but the cards that are most memorable to us. We're going to pick 14 hitters, 12 pitchers. We're going to compare who we had against each other, and then ask you guys in chat who's some of your favorite bronze and iron, because we want to celebrate the cards that we used a lot. So he will be joining us on Tuesday. On Wednesday, the official channel with Dr. Dynastic and Rich Grisham confirmed it will be Dr. Dynastic and Rich talking about the Hall of Fame partnership that is going on with OOTP. So join them at 8 p.m. Eastern. Dr. D wasn't sure if it's going to be on YouTube exclusively or on Twitch. That is still up in the air, but it'll be on one of those two channels. I'm sure he'll let you know before then. Next Friday, we're going to do a fun little speed run with OOTP. You may remember a few months ago, D-Block came on the stream and showed you guys that we're just starting how to get out of the gates really quickly and really effectively, and to build up your perfect points and to build up your card collection right out of the starter pack. Well, we're going to be doing something like that, but on steroids. Yeah, we're going to be doing starter pack beginning of a league team on steroids. So we're going to do that next Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then on March the 12th, again, as I said, mark that day on your calendars. Tell the wife and kids, the husband and kids, the partner and kids, the spouse and kids that you need some time to yourself. It's not like you haven't done that before. You've said to your partner, I need some time to myself. And that's going to be Monday, March the 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern, because we have the Waggy Awards coming up. Yes, the Waggy Awards in honor of Daddy Wags, in honor of me being a hound, in honor of EVC wagging his finger at you guys all the time. Get in the theme teams. Get in there. Come on. You see the nice little trophy I made up there? Photoshop can do wonderful things. Yes, the Waggy Awards coming up March the 11th at 1 p.m. We're going to have special drops. We're going to have special guests. We're going to have some game show giveaways. Oh, I'm looking forward to the game shows that we're going to play. EVC doesn't know what we're doing yet. Ezra kind of does, but it's a secret. EVC has no clue. I'm just going to tell him what he needs to have on stream, and it is kind of semi-formal, EVC, so get your best semi-formal hat. And we'll do that on Monday, March the 12th for our final send-off for OOTP, because one day later, we're going to be playing the beta. Most streamers will be doing beta one day after this. You do not tell her, you just play. Brent, Brent with authority. You do not tell her, honey, I need some time by myself. You just say, you just go and play out there in Boise, Idaho, the Boise Bees. So what I need you guys to do, if you haven't done this yet, please fill out the Google form. We've got 42 entries because you guys are going to pick the winners. I'm even going to allow Gabagool Luigi to fill out a form. Yeah, going to allow you guys to fill out a form here. It's kind of like the People's Choice Awards of Hollywood, the Waggy Choice Awards for OOTP 24. Everyone that enters will have a chance to win some OOTP 24 packs on the stream on Monday, March the 11th. So go through. I've also given you the opportunity to edit your responses. So if you have filled it out already, you can edit it. I did, due to popular demand, EVC, due to popular demand, I did add Ozzie Smith and Amos Otis to the favorite real-life legend historical selections, along with all those other ones that were there. So if you want to go back and edit it and choose someone else because you filled it out already, otherwise everything is the same. We've got our favorite meme card. Will it be Ken Caminiti? Will it be Jeff Mathis? Will it be Ben Sheets, Johnny Dickshot, Rusty Kuntz, Daddy Wags? And then I looked at who are the top tournament, who won the most tournaments. Doesn't mean they're the top tournament players. It's just who won the most tournaments, which means at some point, if you play tournaments, you probably came up against some of these managers because they play a lot. So which of the managers on the list intimidated you, frightened you, did you fear the most as you came across them in tournaments? And if you didn't fear any of these guys, just click none of the above. But I have come across a bunch of these tournament teams, and I'm definitely going to pick one of those. So 42 entries so far. If you haven't filled it out, please be part of our stream. And it's going to be an interactive stream too, especially for some of the games that we're going to play. So have your Hound Biscuits ready, because to enter these games, to be a contestant in our game shows, you have to use some Hound Biscuits. That's how we're going to determine who gets to be part of it. Today, I've pinned in the forum chat. I pinned the forum in the chat your chance to win 10 standard packs with our Pack-a-Palooza. We had the EVC one earlier. Let us know, EVC, or any of the viewers of EVC, did he rip any perfects? Were there anything that he can be proud of, that he can show off? Or was it a bunch of live irons? But let us know how EVC did. So fill out the forum, your chance to win 10 packs. We've only got 6 entries so far. We'll leave that up for another 10 minutes because you got a good chance of winning if there's only 6 people that entered. So we're going to open 250 packs, mainly silver, gold, diamond. And then we're going to open one historical rainbow pack. One historical rainbow pack. Yeah, that'll be fun. Going to open up some diamonds, some gold, some silvers. So usual questions that we have just to kind of look for some things as we're opening packs up. Also, the Laptop Hound Daily Lower Level Leisure Lounge has finished its February cycle. Yesterday on the stream, we awarded the Michigan Wolves, Tiger Cub, Wolfman 56. He goes by many names. He finished with 18 points. 18 points. When is the Rich stream again? That is next Wednesday night, Brent. Next Wednesday night on the official channel with Dr. Dynastic as they talk about the Hall of Fame partnership. So Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. I think you're in the Mountain Time Zone, right, Brent? Is it 12:21 right now where you live? Because if you are, you're on the same time zone as I'm in, which would mean it would be on at 6 p.m. our time. So Michigan Wolves were the winners, and our random winner, we put all the teams that qualified that finished in the top 4. We put them on a wheel, we spun the wheel, and it ended up being, who did it end up being? I'm just looking over the team names here. Wisconsin Winter was the team that won. Wisconsin Winter won their 5 packs. And you know what? We're not done. We are not done because I get to do a mini leaderboard here from today's tournament all the way up until the March 14th tournament inclusive. We're going to keep on running it. So today is your fresh chance to get some points on the leaderboard. Same as always, 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point. And at the end of the March 14th tournament, 15 packs this time, not 20, 15 packs to the winner and 5 packs to one of the random top 4 placers. Brent, I am north of you. If you get in your car and drive straight north for about probably 8 or 9 hours, that's where you'll find me. Straight north in the province of Alberta. I believe Idaho is just south of Alberta. Maybe Montana is. Maybe both of them are. I don't know. I have to look at a map. You're taking a train tour from Vancouver to Toronto. Oh, cool. Chess Safari is doing the same thing. Is this Chess Safari? Brent, are you Chess Safari? Chess Safari, who lives in the Oregon region, he's taking a trip from Vancouver by train to Toronto sometime in June or July when the Red Sox are playing in the Sky Dome. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. 2 different viewers here are going to take the Via Rail, which is the Canadian National Railway passenger train system, all the way to Toronto. Pretty cool. You had to reboot? Oh, you had to reboot, Brent? Okay, I'll repeat very quickly. I'm about 8 hours north of you, Alberta, Canada. Chess Safari is also taking a train tour from Vancouver to Toronto. He's going in June or July when the Red Sox are in town to play the Blue Jays. And I think you're on the same time zone as me, Mountain Time Zone, 12:23 right now. Oh, you're going in 26? Oh, okay. That's a little way down the line. So yes, keep on playing in the laptop daily because you'll have your chance to keep on winning. And speaking of the daily, let's go check out. Let's go check out. Go check out. Shall we? How is today going? I already told the Cub fan Steve on EVC stream that he beat me. He beat me in 6 games, and they were pretty close. So I lost 6-4. And then I beat him 5-4. I beat him 5-3. He tied up the series, beating me 4-3. Then he beat me 6-5, and then the deciding game, he beat me 6-3. Eric Hinsky, will he be on D Block or my top 26 bronze cards of the year? Find out on Tuesday when D Block comes on. So he was the player of the round for the Cubs. And we are now currently in round 2. And let's just see how Cub fan Steve is doing. Well, Cubs fan Steve, you're going up against the Rock Hounds. So you played the Hound in round 1. You're playing the Hounds in round 2. This is a dog-eat-dog world for you. You're the dog catcher, Cubs fan. You're just going around catching the Hounds, putting them in the pound, and taking the wins. So they beat you in the first 2 games, but you've come back in games 3 with a 1-0 win and in game 4. So you're definitely not out of this yet. And you got some of those elite players. You got the Scott Brocious, you got the Eric Hinsky, you got the Roberto Clemente, the Dale Murphy, Bake McBride, Piggy Ward, Drew Stubbs, Bob Welsh, Cliff Lee. You got some good players. All right, we're on a break here, guys. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Fill out the form. Again, fill out the Google form, and we'll start ripping packs in a few minutes. Be back in 2. All right, we are back here on this Saturday, impromptu stream Saturday. Wasn't planned on streaming and came down to my work area, watched some EVC, saw no one else was streaming until late tonight. So I thought, you know what, let's get you guys some drops. Let's get you a chance to win some packs here. So I fired up my stream because typically I would stream on Saturdays anyway. So it's kind of almost normal. and I thought I'd give you guys a chance to continue on and give EVC a break. He's got some car racing to watch. I was more of a NASCAR fan back in the like 2000 to 2010. I was a huge NASCAR fan, Jimmy Johnson and Bobby Wallace and all those guys. Um, and then, yeah, then originally I was an IndyCar fan because we had some great Canadian IndyCar drivers that, just were so close to winning the big show, Indianapolis 500. And then I kind of enjoyed NASCAR because my kids enjoyed NASCAR, but I haven't watched a lot of car racing in the last, I'd say, 15 years. Been mainly, baseball, hockey, football, lawn darts, bocce. Bocce is my favorite outdoor sport. If you've never played bocce, you're not living. You're not living if you've never played bocce. It is the best outdoor sport. Where is the race? Montreal? F1? Is it Montreal? Is it Toronto? Curling? Oh, yeah, I love curling too, Brent. From Idaho, you got some curlers down there. You probably have some curling rinks. In Sheffield, I'm sure they have some curling rinks too. Curling's pretty big over in Britain. No, I have no clue where the race is, Andy. Like I said, after about 2010, I just kind of stopped watching car racing. I used to love the Talladega 500, of course, because the movie Talladega Nights, it's probably one of the best racing movies out there. But there is a new movie out there. What's it called? Ferrari, I think. Mercedes? I don't know. Rolls Royce. There's a movie named after a car currently playing right now. I think it might be Ferrari. It's supposed to be a pretty good movie too. F1 was in Bahrain. Okay. You can only watch cars making slightly left turns yeah, yeah. So I liked the Talladega because they went fast, and I liked Martinsville. Martinsville was fun because it was a short track, and they're always like bumping each other, like so much damage to vehicles in that race there. So Martinsville and Talladega were my two favorite. Of course, the Daytona 500 always kind of kicked off the NASCAR season. But I used to go into like Yahoo Fantasy Leagues and play NASCAR leagues like that where you pick racers every week. Used to do that with golf. I still play fantasy hockey, a little bit of fantasy baseball. But yeah, those days of watching car races have passed me by. Ford versus Ferrari was another one, right? Was that Matt Damon in that one? Matt Damon or Ben Affleck or both? I get those guys mixed up because they're such good friends and they seem to be in each other's movies all the time. Ooh, an Acuna injury. Here's an Acuna injury update. There you go. Read it for yourself, folks. Of course, Steve McQueen, who loved racing cars. Steve McQueen was a car racer. Steve McQueen, lived on the edge. Steve McQueen in that World War II concentrate or not in the World War II camp. Forget what that movie was. That was probably his best movie. But yeah, he liked racing cars. Hence the animated Pixar movie McQueen, probably named after Steve McQueen. Okay, we'll give you a few more minutes to fill out the form there. You got me distracted talking about cars. Yeah, Johnny P. Oh, that was a great movie. I've probably watched that movie like half a dozen, like more than a dozen times. I used to teach film studies because I was a former educator, mainly history and social studies. But every once in a while, they give you other courses to teach, like, I don't know, language arts or phys ed or an elective or an option course. And for a few years, I had to teach film studies. And so in film studies, I didn't show kids, the newest special effect kind of movies. They had to watch classics. Yeah, I started with a silent film unit, so I taught them about Charlie Chaplin and Fatty Arbuckle, Buster Keaton, all those guys. And I showed a couple Chaplin movies. I showed City Lights and Modern Times. My two favorite Chaplin movies, like probably two of my favorite top 25 movies of all time, City Lights and Modern Times. If you've never seen them, take the time to watch them. Like no soundtrack. You have to do a lot of reading, but it's all the physical, the visual comedy with Charlie Chaplin. Two great movies. And then we would do kind of a transition into the talkie movies. I wouldn't show The Jazz Singer, but that's kind of recognized as the first talkie movie. But I would show, clips from 1930s movies. And then we would watch the Orson Welles one, Orson Welles with the sled. We would watch that one and we would dissect it because that was a groundbreaking movie in terms of camera angles, lighting, cinematography. The storyline wasn't the best. The plot wasn't the best, but the way it was filmed. Yeah, that's it, Garnack. Yeah. That was it's kind of a boring movie for kids, but when you ahead of time, you teach them about camera angles and lighting, and you give them an assignment to look for certain things. They actually enjoyed it. They actually kind of enjoyed it. This is, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids that I'm forcing basically to watch these movies. And then as we got into the 60s, I did a Hitchcock unit because Hitchcock was a groundbreaking filmmaker. We watched North by Northwest. That was a great movie. We watched the one with the camera. What's the one with Jimmy Stewart? Where he's got a broken leg and he takes pictures outside of his window. That was a great movie. So we watched a couple of those. You guys are on all my title. That's it. Johnny, you know your movies. Good stuff. So I showed them those and they had some assignments on it. And then as we went into the 1970s and 80s, I can't remember what I used to show there in the 70s or 80s. Oh, I also showed the jury one, where the whole movie is in a jury room, 12 Men or something like that. Henry Fonda was in it. I showed him the original because that's the best one. Garnick, there you go. We're having a movie trivia contest. Yeah. Oh man, that's one of my favorite movies too. Just the dialogue and the suspense. Again, it's not great for action. There's no special effects. But when Henry Fonda pulls out that knife and slams it on the table, and then just the whole story of changing the mind of the jurors. If you haven't watched 12 Angry Men, I recommend that you watch it, but don't watch the remade versions. Watch the original one with Henry Fonda. Best 90 minutes you'll have in the next week watching that movie. Angry Men. Yes. There were some angry jurors on there. And it's funny because a lot of the actors that played one of the jurors, it was an all 12 men jury. Back in those times, males made up the jury for the most part. And a lot of the actors were kind of early in their career. Some of them later, but there were a few of them that were very early in their career and they would go on and do bigger and better things. But Henry Fonda, he just nailed that role. What a great movie. No spoilers, Warbot. Okay, well, there are 12 actors. It was a cast of 12. They were angry and they were men. There's some spoilers for you. So you got about 5 more minutes, guys, to fill out the form, the entry form, to try and win some packs. The last remaining packs over the next couple of weeks for OOTP 24. So go watch North by Northwest. Go watch the Jimmy Stewart window one. Go watch the Angry Men one, the Orson Welles one, and again, Modern Times, City Lights. And you'll thank me later. You'll say, "Hey, Lap, thanks for recommending those two Charlie Chaplin movies because they made my night." Movies, a lot of movies aren't made the same. I'm watching a TV series now. I'm sure you guys, I can't remember the name. But one of the actors that was in Lost, I can't remember. I think his name was Mike in Lost or something. He's in this one. It's a Paramount Plus series, and it's about a town where people come in, but they can't get out. And I'm only in episode 5, so no spoilers. I'm very early into the series. But it's a good one. It reminds me a lot of the series Lost, if you enjoyed that. Lost had a crappy ending. I hate these long-running series that, they go on 5, 6, 7 seasons and then they end it off like they rushed a script. I know a lot of people that watch Game of Thrones, said the same thing. I maybe watched 5 minutes of that. I tuned in and it was like a sex scene. It's like, I'll watch something else. uh, I never got into that series. I know it's popular. Not a lot of people watched it, but never watched it. All right. 3 more minutes to get your entry form in. While we're waiting for some last minute entries, again, it's pinned in the chat there if you haven't filled it out. Not doing a bounty today because it's an impromptu stream. Yeah. Hero Driver, that would be funny. We have to do that sometime. What would be funny? I think we have a cast of affiliates that, if we had the script in front of us, would perfectly fit those roles. Cava would be. I don't want to give any spoilers for people that haven't seen it, but if you have seen it, there's an angry men because it's in the title. There's a few angry men, but the angriest men, Cava would be great in that role. Don't you think, Hero? That I think it was I think the actor's name was Beagley or something. Not Ed Begley Jr., but I think his father, Ed Begley Sr., was kind of the quiet, meek guy. Warbot would play that role there. Don't you think? Don't you think Warbot would be in that role? The suave, debonair. Remember in the movie there was the advertising sales guy, and he would always give advertising sales pitches when he was talking. Dr. Dynastic. He doesn't have the black hair like the actor did, but Dr. Dynastic would play that role. EVC, EVC could play the Henry Fonda role and read out those lines. Tetsuiji would play there's Tony Danza played him in the remake of it, but there was another kind of quieter guy too. Tetsuiji could play that role. Yeah. We could have a cast reading out that script. Quit giving me ideas, Hero Driver, because, if you give me ideas, they just might happen. All right, let's go back, look at the Laptop Hound Daily, because when we left off, Cubs fan Steve had beat me in round 1. And I better enter for tomorrow before it fills up, because if I forget, I've only missed we've played, what is it, 85 tournaments since they brought it in, and I've only missed one of them. Only one, because it filled up way, way quicker than I thought it would. So again, we're on a new month. We're only going until March the 14th. So the leader after March 14th's tournament will get 15 packs. Today's tournament is the first one that we're calculating the scores. And on Tuesday, D-Block and I are going to run down, based on criteria that I used, who the top cards were in February, as we do every month. So let's go back and check out what the standings are now. Wait, sim is just coming in, so I'm going to wait for that sim to finish up. So we're going to open up 250 packs, plus I'm going to buy a historical rainbow pack. If you missed the news, Nicolino announced that there are, after this week, 2 more Perfect League trophies. They just keep finding them. Nicolino just goes to his closet and goes, oh, there's another one. Goes downstairs, looks behind the couch. Oh, there's another one. There are a couple more Perfect League trophies, so don't give up yet. Remember how we thought they were going to run out 3 weeks ago? Well, they found a couple more, and now I guess they have a couple more. So after this week, after tomorrow, there's still 2 more to give out. So if you're still in diamond, you still have a chance. You just got to win diamond this week and perfect next week. Easy, right? Easy. Orbot will tell you it's really easy back to back winning diamond and perfect. Someone remind you who was the idiot that wow. Yeah. You got my voice going there, D Dempsey. Another fellow educator who teaches history down in the United States. And D Dempsey took home a bunch of ungraded papers. Are there any other teachers in the chat? I know Barry Basher's a teacher. Waddy is a teacher. I think who is that other one? 22 Underdog, I think is a teacher. I know there's a shop teacher that watches as well. Garnick, what do you teach? Man, welcome to the education channel. I am Laptop Hound with my fellow colleagues. Oh, philosophy. Oh, yeah. I taught a little bit of that too, but very basic. Like, I don't know I mean, you must go very deep in philosophy, but you know, John Locke, Thomas Hobbes, Voltaire, those, those early kind of philosophers, kind of the main ones. Little bit of Diderot, because I taught the French Revolution, so we had to teach a few of the French philosophers. Kant, I think he's a German philosopher, right? Kaant or something like that. So yeah, I taught a little bit of philosophy. Rousseau, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, who was a character in Lost, by the way. Did you know that there were the creators of Lost? They had a couple philosophers in there that kind of played the role of philosophers in a weird way. They had John Locke, played by the bald guy, famous actor, and then they had the lady that was in the woods, and her name was Rousseau. So yeah, I did teach a little bit of philosophy, but the very basics. Is man born good, or is man born evil, or is he shaped by his environment? Thomas Hobbes was an easy one. Man born evil. Man will, given, if not controlled by a superior monarch, man will go into a stage of chaos. John Locke was a little bit lighter hearted. So yes, we got onto movies and philosophy, all me buying you guys time to fill out the Google form there, which is pinned in chat to win some packs. Oh, back to D Dempsey. Where is it here? Oh, taking home papers. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on here. I don't know how the other teachers are out there, but is your Sunday basically designated as a marking day? Because for me, Sundays was always like between 5 and 8 hours of grading papers. I really couldn't do a lot of that at work. I know there's times, you get some downtime, kids are doing work and they're writing a test or something, and you can grade a little bit of paper. But especially essays where I need to focus and concentrate, it's hard to do in the classroom to mark those. So typically I did most of my marking on Sundays. Sunday was a marking day. And so I really kind of had one day off, which was Saturday. And I know, oh, teachers, they get 2 months off in the summer and Christmas holidays. Yeah, we do. And believe me, it's nice. And there are many professions out there that work just as hard or even harder than educators. I absolutely agree with that. But I think sometimes teachers are given a bad rap, and sometimes they get the rap that they deserve, because as with any profession, some teachers do an exemplary job and they work their butt off to improve education, and some are not in that basket. So it's like any profession. But yeah, I work my butt off Sundays, marking a lot of papers, preparing for the next week, I would kind of go week by week. And because every year I had different courses usually, it was rare for me to teach the same course, 3 or 4 consecutive years, which was a pain because once you need to teach a course probably 3 or 4 years before you start to really get good at it. And then you can fine tune it. And after 6 or 7 years, you get really good at teaching that course. And then it's just a matter of adding and subtracting over time. But social studies, you're always changing it because there's always new events, there's current events, there's new stories, there's new ways of thinking. One of the toughest things I had to teach was postmodernism. I cannot wrap my head around postmodernism. So trying to teach that to a group of teenagers, late teens, like 16, 17, 18, that was the toughest thing I had to teach was postmodernism because I never really understood it. Basically, it's like there is no truth. Your truth is the truth. If you think 2 + 2 = 8, then it equals 8 because that's your truth. And that's about all I know about postmodern. I acted my way. I believe me, a lot of teaching is acting, and I acted my way through a lot of postmodernism. Yeah. See, there you go. There you go. I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't quite understand that. All right, let's go take a look. Is Cub fan Steve still hanging around? We're into round 3. The Scooties are playing the Blue Bombers. The Scooties won yesterday. The Whales are leading Paul Spore's Detroiters. The Marshall, we are Marshall. Mice are leading the Tarpons. The Denbrew Giants are leading the Spore Dashins. So Spore's, both his teams are still in here. We got a Makad Car duel. Makad Car's Passamaquoddy taking on Makad Car's Yahi. Yana Yahi. We got the Manchester Worker Bees, who have been in the top 4 a few times recently. They're taking on the Rockhounds, who then took out Cub fan Steve. A hound escaped from the Steve Pound. We got Potato. This is the team that prevented me from winning a championship in February. My best finish was 2nd, and this is the team that beat me. Thank you, Potato. They're taking on the December winners, the Dodgers, by the Hoosman. And then we got Don't Cut the D Block Dragon taking on another viewer here, Wish Come True, 1, 2, 3. They are heading off to play in round 3 with the Wonderbolts, a 1-0 lead. Brent, fire your question away. We're on a break here. I'm going to take 1 minute. We'll be back in 1 minute to continue on, but fire off your question, Brent. All right, we're back again. Happy Saturday impromptu stream. Not my usual time today, but there are no other streamers until late tonight. So if you need your packs, I'm here for you for a little bit. And the contest form we're closing off. Here is your 2-minute warning. Final 2 minutes if you haven't filled out the Google form for your chance at winning 10 packs as we open up 250 packs. Most of them are going to be silver, gold, maybe some diamond. And then we're going to go and buy one Rainbow Historical Pack and open that one up at the end. So we got 78,000 perfect points. We'll need to sell off some cards. We'll be able to do that. We'll be able to buy one of those. I think the price has come down, hasn't it? 117,000 for a Rainbow Historical. Maybe I got some I can cash in. I don't know. Let's check the missions. Nope, no missions to cash in. So unless we finish a mission that has one of those, we'll have to buy one of those. So Brent asked this question about the TV. D Dempsey answered it. So there you go, hooking up, getting a new TV, all that Bluetooth stuff. Hope you get that worked out there, Brent. Okay, let's go back to reminder 2 that the hockey podcast, we are finally back. Monday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and it is our trade deadline show. The NHL trade deadline is coming up next week. I think it's on March the 6th, March the 5th or 6th. If anyone in chat knows when that is, let us know. But the trade deadline coming up, so we're going to talk about the moves that have been made because there may be some moves over the next couple days, and we're going to talk about the moves that might be made. I think the Oilers, word is that some of the big newsbeat Oiler reporters are thinking 2 to 3 players may be coming to the Oilers over the next week. So again, stay tuned for that. Frank the Tank, Old Man Fred, and Finn from his Northern work experience will be back on Monday night. Okay, where are we here? All right, we got 18 entries. We're closing it off in 10. Yeah, Buchnevich. I know Buchnevich has been rumored in a lot of trades. I want a top 4 right-handed defenseman, and I want a goalie, a reliable goalie. Send us Marc-Andre Fleury and Roman Josi, and retain most of the cap. We'll give you the first round pick this year. Next year, we'll give you Broberg. We'll give you Dylan Holloway. We'll give you Cody Ceci, and we'll throw in an autographed Connor McDavid hockey stick. Binnington and Bucci. There have been rumors of Buchnevich coming to Edmonton. Edmonton, I think, is interested in Buchnevich. Binnington, his contract, I think, is too long. We don't need another Jack Campbell situation. Skinner will be good, I think. I think he'll be at least a 1B. I think he's still a little bit too young. We need an old vet like Fleury that can play 1 or 2 seasons, or someone like a Saros, UC Saros, because Nashville does have, I forget which goalie they drafted, Askarov, I think. I think they have Askarov in the system. So at some point they're going to have to trade UC Saros. I just hope it's not to like Vegas or to the Devils or to the Maple Leafs. They have a pretty good relationship with Nashville. Edmonton does, because they got Ekholm for Tyson Berry. So I think the GMs have a good relationship. If we could get, Roman Josi and UC Saros, give us the cup now. That's all we need. Will you show me how to import on your stream after you hand off? Dr. D's not on today. No one's going to be on today. So when I'm done my stream, I can stay up for a little bit and help you out, Brent. If you're going to be around in maybe 90 minutes at around 2:30, we should be good. All right, let's close off the form. Looks like we have 18 entries in a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, 1. All right, so we've been on an hour now, and this form's been up for about an hour. We've talked movies. We've talked a little bit of, you know, silent films. We talked teaching, and now we can close off the form. I'm giving you plenty of time. All right, so let's go. We need to look at what you guys are thinking for packs here. Got to write these down because I got to make sure I'm paying attention when I open packs here. So, first question, will I get one of the legend cards? 66% say no. The first live gold. First pack with one live gold. Will it be the National League or the American League? First Blue Jay or Expo historical player? Most of you are thinking Blue Jays. The first live single diamond. Live diamond. Will it be a hitter or a pitcher on the front of the card? The first diamond historical. Will it be a high diamond or a low diamond? Most going low. And other than the historical rainbow pack, will I get a pack with 3 or more gold or higher cards? 83% say no. First pack opened, top left-hand corner. That's the first tiebreaker. What is the rating? 45 all the way up to 74. And we've got the last pack, which is our rainbow historical, 46 up to 100. So there's one person that thinks our very bottom right-hand corner of our last pack will be the historical. Cool. Let me create my view. And go. I'm not missing anything in chat. No, good. Looks like Brent's question is answered. Thank you, D. Dempsey, for helping Brent out there. All right. All right. All right. All right. 250 packs plus our rainbow historical. So, top left-hand corner is a 46. Let's go quickly check if anyone guessed that exactly right. Top left-hand corner, 46. One person guessed a 46. If it gets the, oh, that's tiebreaker 2. Tiebreaker 1, one person guessed 46. All right. Good good guessing there, that one person there. What are you guys doing on Saturday? Are you watching any sports on TV? Are you watching any baseball, preseason baseball? Are you like EVC getting ready for the car race in Bahrain? Are you just kicking back on a 70-degree Fahrenheit day in south part of the US? Are you watching 12 Angry Men? Okay, here we go. We can start ripping. Looking for our first historical or first live gold, first Expo, first Blue Jay. Contemplating what your students are going to do for these last 3 weeks. Because these papers, I think they're in another country. Oh, I've been there. I've been there. Trust me, when you see a good paper, you notice it right away in the first few paragraphs and you smile and you say, yes, I got through to someone. In Canada, in Alberta here, we have position papers, which is kind of like what it says. You take a position on an issue. And the second type is source analysis, where we give them 3 visuals and they have to interpret each visual. It could be a political cartoon, it could be a real photograph, but they're all political based and like a lot of those editorial cartoons. And they have to analyze the source, one for each paragraph. And then in the 4th paragraph, what do all three sources have in common? Like, for example, do they all relate to classical liberalism? Do they all relate to modern liberalism? Do they all relate to socialism? What is the common bond between all three sources? So those are the two types of essays that I constantly had to mark for years and years and years. One more of a debate type of essay, like a free market system is the most ideal system that all economies should try to adopt. Agree or disagree? And then they would have to take a position on that, and they would have to give proof using what they've learned in class. So, yes, I agree, Milton Friedman, blah, 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 individualism, freedom of your own money, or no, I completely disagree. A free market economy leads to greed and selfishness and upper class, lower class, and industrial revolutions, an example, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it brings me back to when I was marking essays. So we started with 985 packs. This is the fourth pack we've opened. So we're going to go till we get to 785. Nope, 735. And then we open our historical rainbow. 250 packs total. Hulkamat's in the chat. Yeah, I'll give you guys an update on what Hulkamat's been doing with that mega pack rip that he had. Here's our first gold, but is it alive? It is not alive, so that was not part of the questions. Dewey Creasy. Yeah, Hulkamat's just been upgrading his team. He's currently in iron. He easily went 11-0 to win the Stone Championship. Here's our first live gold. It is a pitcher. Or no, this one was which league? This is from the National League. So live gold National League. Question number 2. Question number 2. 55%. 10 of you predicted it would be a National League player. Well done. What kind of rating scale do you use down there, D. Dempsey in Texas? Is it when you grade papers, do you give it do you use a rubric and then give it a final percentage? Do you give it just a letter grade? Here we have rubrics out of 30 based on different criteria, spelling, grammar, communication, examples used from theory, those kind of things. And we give it a mark out of 30 and then convert that to a percentage. I'm sure as a university or college professor like Garnick is teaching philosophy, they probably use like a 4-point scale or something. All right, gold card number 2, Lars Nootbaar. We are looking for live diamonds, and we're looking for a legend. And I already forgot what question 3 was. I think that was historical gold. Let me double check that. Oh, Blue Jay or Expo. Okay, will it be a Blue Jay or Expo? You're playing your fictional baseball game. Ooh, I wonder which one that is. All right, where is a historical Blue Jay or Expo? Give us some diamonds. Give us a perfect. Another gold. We're hitting on a lot of golds today. Dodger JD Martinez. And I'm not going to put a lot of them on the card shop because I don't know how many of you are still actively playing and need certain players. Do we have a historical gold question? We do not. Looking for a Blue Jay, looking for an Expo, looking for diamonds, looking for perfects, and looking for a pack with 3 or more gold. There's our diamond. All right, Our first diamond. If it's a live diamond, we want to know if it's a hitter or pitcher. And if it's a historical diamond, is it a high diamond or low diamond? Along with Dave McNally, who may be on my top 26 list. It is Bill Hoskins. Nice. Bill Hoskins, left fielder. So that would be hitter. Or no, that would be high diamond. 99 high diamond. Not many of you picked the high diamond. You didn't want to risk it. You went with the odds. First diamond historical single card will be 3 people picked a high diamond. Mind you, that's question number 5. So you got to get to that one before it really counts. All right, next up. No Blue Jay yet, no Expo. We got a Met, Todd Hundley, gold Todd Hundley, baseball reference. You know, this one's still worth quite a bit, so I'm going to put it on the card shop. And again, if you guys want it, $1,500, I will half price deal. 60% off if you need a Todd Hundley. Okay, let's go back in. There's our first historical Blue Jay or Expo. It's both of them. So this is basically a push. The pack does not count. Because the question was with one first Blue Jay or Expo. So we keep on going. What are the odds of that? Getting one of each in a pack. There's a Cub. Sam Trott, another Cub, Minnesota Twin. Could have been you, Charlie Lee, or it could have been you, Edwin and Carcion, but nope. You guys had to be in the same pack, so we're still searching for our first Blue Jay or Expo. Cliff Lee. Oh, Cliff, I think we're going to see you on Tuesday, buddy. Spoiler alert. I don't know if he appeared in Warbot's All-Star Pitchers. He better have. I hope Warbot made a case for him. All right, we're going to take our break. Back in 2 minutes to keep on ripping. Go grab a beverage, go to the washroom, go download your favorite movie. Back in 2. All right, we're back. We're ripping packs. We're finding out results. We're giving away 10 packs, all that kind of stuff on this impromptu Saturday. Welcome in, everyone. Whether you're watching movies, setting up a new TV, or marking papers, wherever you may be in this wonderful world of ours, thank you for tuning in to the Hound. Let's actually find out where people are watching from here. And let me check that out. That over there. What do we got? D. Dempsey can help me out here as a geography teacher. He knows geography better than I do. There and all right, here's where we're watching from. We got the USA, we've got Canada. Looks like Great Britain and Australia or New Zealand. It's either Australia or New Zealand. Make that picture bigger. There we go. I think these numbers are a little bit off. Should be more people here than that getting drops. Is that New Zealand or that's Australia? All right, D. Dempsey, I'm testing you out. The flag on the far right, the cross with the blue and red corners. What flag is that? Come on, putting you on the spot. Of course, the one in the bottom left, that's the tricolore from France. Marte, Dominican Republic. It is. It is the Dominican Republic. Well done. So America, Britain, Canada. This is what? Switzerland? Denmark. Denmark. Great Britain. United Kingdom. And Northern Ireland. Australia, Dominican Republic, and France. Let's just do a quick update, see if that changes. Nope. All right. Maybe we'll come back to that a little bit later. Let's get back to pack ripping here. So this is what we've answered so far. We have not answered question 1, which is the most important question. Our first live gold was from the National League, from the Phillies. We have not answered question 3. We're looking for the first pack with a single Blue Jay or Expo historical card. Our first single live diamond was a pitcher. Our first historical single card was a high diamond. And the rainbow pack will be at the end. So we left off getting a Cliff Lee. And if you watch the mega pack rip with Hulkamet, we had some fun because I don't think we pulled a single Cliff Lee in like 900 packs. I don't think there was a Cliff Lee. And it took us until the last 5 packs to get a Daddy Wags. So those were fun trying to get those ones. Not one in 900 packs. And here I get it within like 40 packs. All right, we'll see if we can get that Daddy Wags. I already pulled one. It took me 313 packs. Ezra beat me by 5, I think. I think it took him 308. And Attica, who did a mega pack rip, I think he did it in like 120 or something. He got it pretty quick. Blue Jay or Expo, where would you be? So welcome in, guys. I decided to stream because after EVC, there was no one scheduled to stream until like 7 o'clock tonight. And even that might be a little iffy because sometimes some of those streamers decide not to stream. So there may not be anyone streaming because this is Ezra's night off. He does not typically stream on a Saturday night. So had to come on, put in a little bit of time, give you guys some packs and give you a chance to win some packs. Hang out with you guys, find out how your Saturday's going. There's our first Expo single card. It is an Expo, not a Blue Jay. Most of you picked the Blue Jays. 3 weeks in a row, it's been an Expo. Floyd Yeomans. He may be on my all-time silver list or all-time iron list. D Dempsey, you don't by chance have Tuesday off, do you? Come on our show with D Block and I as we look at our favorite cards from iron and bronze through the year. You don't have Tuesday off, do you? Be like, why does Mr. Dempsey not in class today, but I see him on Twitch? Evan Carter, I don't know. What's his card worth? 1900? 13. No, 1910. What is a day off? It's called Saturday, and that's it. My favorite art of the year is the error card of Dolph Luke. And if anyone from OOTP is listening, if Spore is listening, if and when you do make a Tony Suck card, you have to give it an ugly, a sucky card art. Like you have to give them something like this Dolph Luke where they forgot to go to the corner and drag it to make it a little bit bigger. That is one funny card. Please make the Tony Suck card art funny. He deserves it. Well, this Donnie Bush, he can go for 555. Okay, so we're looking for perfects and a pack with 3 or more gold. So we can start ripping through these real quick now because it's very easy what we're looking for. A series of card art that is a legendary Bob Hamlin. Was that, you mean from this year or was that a different year? That one does not stand out for me. I can't remember the Bob Hamlin. Ooh, we got a diamond. Come on, PT Elite. Come on. Hulka Matt's in the chat. He's getting so lucky with his pack rips. How about an immortal? No. Good old Sean Murphy. Oh, the real life card. Oh. Okay, I'm going to look that up in the break here. I'm going to go and find that card and show it if I can. Oh, is that the one with that has like objectionable language on the butt of the bat? If so, I probably can't show that one. Not that one? Okay. So it's, oh, that's the Billy Ripken, right? Lord Christic.
Everyone in chat, I'd like to welcome in viewer, subscriber of the channel, Lord Christic 33. Do not mess with the Lord.
All right, we're back. Sorry, Lord Christic, you've become a meme on my stream now. Whether you're a Transformer or from Star Wars, whichever you want to take it as. But yes, that was the Billy Ripken that had the butthead picture. There have been some classic, some of the ones I'm seeing a lot on Twitter are baseball cards that have famous people like in the stands behind them. Those are kind of cool. So not only do you get a whatever, Vlad Guerrero Jr., but you get Geddy Lee sitting in the crowd in the back. And then you get both of them to autograph it. D. Dempsey, focus. Focus, my friend. Focus. 9 more. You know, when you get down to 7, just give each of them one of the 7 numbers. You get a 7, you get a 6, you get a 5. I don't know if you get Canadian TV down there, but there was a great teaching show. You'd love it, D. Dempsey. I can't remember the comedian that played the role of the teacher. If there's any Canadians out there, if Boiled Egg is still here, what's the name of that show with the Canadian comedian that plays a teacher? Oh, especially season one. You gotta find it and watch season one. If you're a teacher, you know a teacher, you'll laugh so hard because you'll understand most of it. And it's not Corner Gas, which was another famous Canadian TV show. It's a classic score basketball card, Mark Jackson. That's one of the ones I saw. Yeah, like days before they committed their crime, right? That picture was taken. Might even been like the day before, the night of, the way the story goes. But yeah, those brothers are in the background of the card. Like, don't you have proofreaders? If I ran Tops, it'd be like, okay, before we release this card, like triple check everything. Is it centered? Is it blurry? Are there murders in the background? Simple things like that. All right, we're down to need to take a time out there because we weren't hitting anything. Yeah. Imitation is the best flattery there, Ezra. Old TV movies, oh man, I just love talking old movies, especially the silent films. The one where the guy's hanging off the clock. He does not get a lot of love. That silent film actor that hangs off the clock. And of course, the Keaton on the train where the train is going and he's like on the front of the train and like Keaton did all his own stunts. Keaton did not have a stunt person. He did his own stunts. And a lot of them were dangerous. Keaton wasn't the one he wasn't the one off the clock where he's hanging off the but he was, I still think Charlie Chaplin was the best. Jim Carrey rivals him, but Charlie Chaplin I still think is the best physical comedian out there because he proved it with no voice, no sound. But if Jim Carrey lived back in the silent film era, he would have been a huge star with his physical comedy. And Keaton's up there. Keaton's definitely top 5. That's who it was. Lloyd. Yes. He does not get enough recognition. And we're talking, I don't know if you were here, Ezra. Were you here when we are talking about the Jury movie from the 1950s with Henry Fonda? And chat was kind of mentioning maybe the streamers should play out that movie because I think we have 12 streamers that would fit each of those roles perfectly. Diamond, finally, we get another diamond. Logan Webb. Yes, that one there, that one. Henry Fonda. No spoilers, but there were angry men, and there were 12 of them. And it's one of the best black and white movies ever. Cavacom would be, I don't want to give any spoilers, but Cavacom would be the angriest of the men in the movie. Warbot would be Ed Begley Sr., the little meek accountant that didn't speak up too much. Scott Rowland on the card shop, cheapest price out there. Diamond, all right, another diamond. Come on, where is that Hulkamat luck? Mind you, he got all his luck mainly in these spotties, in those, they took those off the card shop. I can't buy any of those, but that's where he got most of his good cards, which helped him finish missions, which got mission packs, which helped him get other cards to finish missions, which helped him get historical perfect packs, which helped him get Acuna Jr., who he pulled, I think he finally got yesterday for finishing that mission. So I think Hulkamat from his Stone team has almost every card that's packable or missionable in the game. Other than the PTCS or PTMS, his strategy paid off. Mind you, great timing because he did his pack rip at exactly the time that OOTP put out those Spotlight 42 packs. So it was perfect timing for him. If he would have done it a day earlier or a couple days later, he probably would not be where he is with his team right now. All right, we're on the silver packs now. So with the remaining 900 packs, they're all silver or better. Kind of in that Hulkamat territory where all his packs were silver or better. Yeah, we discovered those together. We kind of went and because traditionally, if you can count 2 years as traditionally Hulkamat at the end, I say, Hulka, you're buying some packs with your perfect points. He's like, I've hoarded them all year. I don't want to spend my okay lap. And I said, Hulka, you have to, and we went to the card shop or the card pack shop, and they were up there. And I'm like, oh, for 70,000? And he had like a few 100,000, 500,000 perfect points. Oh, we got double gold, not quite 3, but we got 2. So I said to him, okay, Hulka, you have to open these Spotlight 42 packs until you get a perfect card. And he's like, yeah, okay. And he could have ripped through 700,000 points like that. Because he could have kept coming silvers and diamonds, gold. But on his very first pack, he got a perfect. And after that, a monster was created. And he was unstoppable. That's what happens when you open those spotty packs and you have success on the first one. You think everyone's going to be a good pack. Whereas if we would have opened 5 and they were all silver, he probably wouldn't have touched them anymore. Probably would have been like, no, I'm not buying any more of those. You remember, because I can't remember, do you remember who that perfect card was? I mean, you pulled so many after that I can't remember. You might have to go back to the video. But that was pretty funny. Here I'm thinking, he's going to have to open 5 or 6 or 7 packs before he gets a perfect. Nope, right on the first pack. And then he didn't stop. And he kept pulling perfects and kept finishing missions. And the only card he didn't get is the Carl Yastrzemski. I don't know if you ever did get that one. It was Toad Ramsey. Oh, right. It was Toad Ramsey. Synchronicity, take a drink, because after we finished streaming, I bought one on stream and I think I got a silver or maybe a gold. I don't know. I didn't get anything good. And then when we were done, I thought, I'm going to go buy one more. And off stream, I bought one more and I got a Toad Ramsey. And so I messaged Hulka and I said, oh, you wouldn't believe what I got, a Toad Ramsey. And then shortly after that, as he kept on opening, because I created a machine, he got another Toad Ramsey. So if we had a band Hulka, it would be Hulka Hound and the Toad. Okay, we're getting some historicals. Another diamond. What do we got? Logan Webb. Well, Ezra's bringing the live diamonds for me. I thought it was a pretty good. I thought you did pull a pretty good perfect. Oh no, you did pull Toad Ramsey, which was worth 150,000. Mark Grace, Chicago Cubs. I do not own him yet. Mr. Davis, I guess I can sell you. And then the next day, I opened up 3 more. I spent all my money I had left on perfect points. Opened 3 more. I got a diamond, a silver, and the Rube Waddell. At that point, it was like, I'm done. I've got Toad Ramsey, Rube Waddell in the lineup. I'm not going to chance it anymore. So I opened 5 packs. I got 1 silver, 2 gold, a diamond, and 2 perfects. I will take that. Very curious if they have spotlight packs right in week 1. So if you've been watching the road to release, you're getting some updates. We're going to get our next update on Wednesday, I guess. So you're going to have to wait a while. It's going to be the Hall of Fame partnership update. But one thing they did announce on their podcast with Rich Grisham and Spore was that you're going to be able to play OOTP 25 right out of the gate. You're going to be able to competitively play. You're not going to have to, go into an entry pool and wait 2 days until league play starts. You might still do that, but in the meantime, you're going to be able to play competitively. So maybe tournaments, maybe, I don't know, something. So that'll be fun. As I mentioned yesterday on the stream, the best piece of rookie advice I could give you if you're a rookie, if you're willing to put 50 or 60 bucks into the game, do it at the very beginning, do it on day 1 on March the 15th. Buy the Perfect Point special because they always have a special, whichever one you can afford, and spend all your Perfect Points on standard packs. And then sell off every single card you don't want, which is probably 90% of them. Because there are so many live mission cards on day 1 that people are looking for lives and they're willing to pay hundreds and thousands for a bronze live card. On day 1, this Jimmy Cordero, there'll be someone probably willing to pay 4,000 points for him. Jose Bautista. All right, we're on a break, back in 2 minutes' time. All right, we're back here. Welcome back. Again, thank you guys for tuning in on this impromptu Saturday. Before the break, we were opening some packs, as we're doing here for our big pack rip today, and also talking about beginning strategy advice. So we know some things about what's going to happen on day 1, and we know some other things that we're not sure about, and we're just speculating. One, we know we're going to play the game right out of the gate on day 1. We don't know what form that will take, but you're going to be able to competitively play. 2, we know there's going to be no PT Plus. PT Plus, they tried it out in this version of the game, and they decided not to continue that on. Rich did say that it doesn't mean we won't have some sort of subscription service later in the game, and it may be a completely different format, but at the start, no kind of subscription service. 3, no mention about Spotlight packs. We do not know if Spotlight packs will be bought back. We do not know anything about the type of packs that will be back. No information about that, and we probably won't hear anything until Spore on March the 11th. Third, every year, again, this is speculating because it could change, but every year so far, at the beginning of the game, as you see on the screen, they throw out between 40 and 60 different missions. So this game came out 344 days ago. And you can see right up until here, up until the top, all the missions that came out on opening day. Most of them involve live players. So every team had a live mission where you needed every single live card to complete and get the bonus, which was one pack, but more importantly, a historical representation from that team. We don't know what it'll look like this year. We can only go based on past experience. So if we have all these live missions, and if each mission has, 30 cards part of it, that's like 900 cards. If there's one for every team, plus every team had 2 sets of missions. So we could have every single live card part of a mission right on day 1. And you'll see all the prizes that you got here. Okay, you got the Howard Johnson for the New York Mets. Every mission gave you a pack and a card, a historical card. There are people that play this game that want to complete every single mission as quickly as they can. Also, when you completed a certain league or a certain division, that gave you a gold pack and a higher historical card. So by completing all the National League East teams, you got some more bonuses. So that's why what I'm going to do, since there's no PT Plus, I put in about $70 Canadian to pay for my PT Plus throughout the year, and I didn't pay anything else. I'm going to use that $70. I'm going to put it into the game right on day 1, and then I'm going to go to the perfect team points page, and whichever special that they have on opening day I can buy, that's the one I'm going to buy. I'm not going to be able to buy the 1 million one, the big PP package, because that's like $400 this year. I mean, if you can afford that, that's the one to get. But otherwise, I'm going to buy whether it's the 75,000 or 175,000. And then I'm simply going to go to the card shop and I'm going to spend it all on beginner packs, standard packs. Once I open those packs, or as I open them, I'm going to go and I'm going to sell off every single live card I can get, because that's the maximum value typically for your live cards. These iron cards will go for 300, 400. These bronze cards will go for 1,000, 2,000, because there's so many of them and there are people chasing them. Many people, not everyone, but many people are fear of missing out. They want to get these historical cards as quick as possible to put in tournaments, to put onto their league play, so they're willing. People that go and buy these packages here, 1 million perfect points, these ones here, they'll be buying them up for 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. They'll be buying up all these live cards because they want to finish the missions. And then if you do finish all those early missions, then you have a kind of a complete level where you get usually a perfect historical, like this Johan Santana, which played for a couple months. He was a top end pitcher. So that's why these people are willing to finish missions early and pay the high prices. So I might go and I might, where is it here? I might get 75,000 perfect points to start for $70. But by buying whatever that works out to, 75 packs, which is times 6 cards, 500 cards, 400 cards. If I get 1,000 perfect points on average for each card, that's what, 400,000 perfect points. So I've turned my $75 and 75,000 perfect points into 400,000 perfect points, which is a pretty good deal. Now I've got 400,000 perfect points, and I can either buy more packs. I can keep buying packs on that first day. As soon as I earn perfect points, buy another pack, buy another pack. And that cycle usually lasts for 2 or 3 days, and then the price of those live cards starts to plummet because more and more people start opening packs, and now you're competing, supply and demand kick in. And as people finish missions, they're not out there buying your cards anymore. So usually for the first 48 to 72 hours, prices will stay high on those live cards. That's where you can maximize your perfect points. So by the end of a day or 2 days, the $75 you spent on 75,000 perfect points, there are players that can turn that into 1,000,000, 1.5 million, 2 million perfect points. So for me, spending $75 that I normally would have spent on PT Plus, spending it early, converting that even into 1,000,000 perfect points. Now I've got all those perfect points. I can pick and choose cards I want to buy for the next few months. Then what you do is you start looking at which players are doing well in real life, because as they do well in real life, their ratings go up in the game. And as their ratings go up in the game, you start to speculate and you look at a card and you say, okay, this 58 Alan Trejo for the Colorado Rockies, he's an iron worth 5 points. If he has a fantastic April, like a really good April, and he goes from an iron to a gold, he jumps 2 levels, he goes from 58 to 80, or even 58 to 70 to a silver, his 5 points now are worth 100 points. So if I had 25 of him, times 5 is 125 points. If I quick sold them, now I have 25. I could sell at 100 points. That's 2,500 points. But where you make your big perfect points is players that might be a bronze worth 25, and they go up to gold, which is 1,000. So now I have 10 bronze Jake Bird worth 250 points quick sell. He goes up to an 80 because he had a great April. Now he's worth 10,000, from 250 to 10,000. So you multiply that by 8, 9, 10, 11 players, and you build up your perfect points by speculating and watching real life on how guys do. You go to Fangraphs, you go to, different stat sites, and you see which players are having really good months. And you do the same with the opposite when players drop. If this Chris Bryant, who's an 80 worth 1,000 perfect points, if he goes down and has a bad season in April, like a really bad season, and he drops down to bronze, and I've got 10 Chris Bryants, I'm selling them like on April 30th to get 10,000 points, because if he goes to bronze, I only get 250 points. Again, this is for new players. Players that have been around know about speculation on live cards. And again, we're speculating that this continues again this year. They could throw a curveball. It is baseball. They could throw a curveball and say, we're not doing live upgrades this year, which I doubt. So for me, those are the top two rookie advice tips for new players just getting into perfect team. One, if you're willing to spend a little money, do it at the beginning of the game. Because if you do it in the middle of the game and late in the game, you're just chasing. You're continually chasing. If you do it at the beginning, you can get a big enough buffer of perfect points to last you for a long time. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that for the first year. As soon as the game comes out, I'm putting in 75 bucks. I'm buying packs and I'm selling them for whatever the market dictates. And some people might say you're gouging, but it's what the market dictates. If people are willing to pay 4,000 for a live bronze and four people have bids in for 4,000, I'm going to sell it to them. I'm not going to charge 15,000, but I will sell for whatever the market dictates on day 1 and 2. Once you get to day 3 and 4, you've lost your opportunity. By day 3 and 4, you might get half of what you would have got on day 1. By day 5 and 6, you might get a quarter of what you would have got. Because after a couple of days, prices drop dramatically for people looking for cards. Again, if you want to be competitive, if you just want to go and have fun, do your own thing, because that's a big part of the game too. Again, I've never tried that before. So I want to see. I kind of want to be competitive with one team, with this gladiator team. All right, let's continue ripping. We've got to get to 736 packs, and then we buy a rainbow historical. And if D. Dempsey is on your last paper there, raise your glass as D. Dempsey has finished his marking very soon. I wait till Sundays to mark. I guess he does his on Saturdays. All right, we pulled the Cliff Lee. We have not pulled the Dave Steeb. We have not pulled a Daddy Wags. We have not pulled a historical, and we are on our silver packs. We've pulled 2 Floyds, and with the Hulkamat stream, we pulled 4 Lloyds. So Lloyds and Floyds are the names of the month here. And Ezra, just to confirm, you're not going tonight, right? Your next stream is tomorrow. Do you stream Sundays? I'm pretty sure Saturday, Mondays you take off, but I know sometimes you've hopped on other days too. Sunday. Okay, so you are streaming tomorrow. Follow that link if you haven't already. And here's the thing. Over the course of the next 2 weeks, we're going to see a flood of new people in, which is great. We've seen a few new people trickle in over the last couple of weeks. I think username Wiz something or other is new. We're going to start to see as the new game creates more hype and gets promoted, we're going to see new people come in. So if you're one of those new people coming in, click on that link and follow Ezra Denny before you forget. Because if you miss some drops at night or by nighttime, he has drops. And if you enjoy historical play, he has the best historical play on the market right now. 50s, 59 Giants play. He tells a good story. He shows some video clips from once in a while, and he plays the 5L. So, of course, got to give him a shout out. Jackie Robinson, who used to be worth thousands of points, is down to 555. Took me forever to pull that silver Jackie. Pete Vukovich, do you need a Milwaukee Brewer? Sure you do. 777. In fact, 773. Get you a Pete Vukovich. And if anyone is new within the last month and you've just kind of been playing for a month, just put it in the chat. Let us know. Because sometimes we just we just think that all viewers are viewers that are constantly here, like regular viewers. Sometimes the new viewers are a little shy. So if you're new, feel free, say hi. I will steer you in the right direction of what you're looking for. All right, we're getting close. Less than 100 packs to go. Mike Sweeney. Yeah, we'll sell Mike Sweeney. Staying on for about another hour. And then because no one else is streaming, I don't think. Just double check. Yeah. No one else is streaming Out of the Park Baseball. We will end off. Just do something here. Go. My screen was not cooperating. Earl Williams. All right, that deserves a moment. As D. Dempsey has 5 papers left to mark, Ezra mentions in the 5L, he is. I didn't show up on my. Sometimes I get that, Ezra, when I use StreamYard. Some of the Twitch comments don't show up on the StreamYard side, so I can't post it. 90% of the time they do, but once in a while, like the one you posted about the holy moly, that one does not. I wonder if I reply. No, probably won't work. Okay, let me copy and paste it. Yeah, StreamYard can be a little buggy. Let's see if that works. There we go. Ezra just pulled or just had the opportunity to get a Dick Shot, a Vaughn, a Holt, and an Ordonez in the same round. If it's in the same round, you got to take, I would take probably Vaughn and Holt. Although D Block would disagree with me. D Block would probably take Holt and Dick Shot. Oh, they're all on your team. Woo, watch out for Ezra Denny's team tomorrow, depending on the pitching that he got. Did you get a Cliff Lee? Did you get a Andy Messerschmidt? Did you get a Marco Russo? Did you get a Dontrell Willis? No meta pitchers. Yeah, that's the tough part. It's more important to have meta hitters, though, than it is pitchers. Ezra, can you, if you got your game handy there, or anyone has their game handy, can you let me know where we are in the 5L? Have we made it to the semis yet? Are we still in the quarters? Oh, tomorrow's Park's an interesting one? Okay, we'll draft my team at the end of the stream here. There's our first PT Elite after almost 200 packs. In fact, exactly 200 packs. We got 50 packs to go. And we open our spotty or our all rainbow historical, which for 117,000 points isn't too bad. Bob Robertson from the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're in the quarters, D. Dempsey. Thanks. What are you doing? Get marking papers. What are you doing? Come on. You don't get to take a break. You sure there's no weather alert situations for Texas for Tuesday that you get to stay home? You non-retired people. All right, we're going to 736 packs. So we got 30 packs to go. Ooh, we got a double gold. We did not get a triple gold. So close. Tatis Jr. and Valdez. I just had a cat come into the room here somewhere. I left the door open today, so you see a cat behind me or on my back. I may have issues. Thatcher, one of our oldest gentlemen, Thatcher, who my son named after some sort of Rainbow Five or Rainbow Four character. I don't know. He plays some game called Rainbow Seven or something, Rainbow 12, something with a rainbow, and it's a shooter game. And there's a character named Thatcher. So one of our cat. Oh, I better not say it too loud because he might come in. Nope, we're catless right now. All right, less than 25 packs to go, and we have not pulled a perfect in 250 packs. How disappointing. Why did I come on stream today? Rainbow Six Siege. That's what it is, Hulkamat. Yeah. He doesn't play that anymore, but when we did get the cat, he used to play that nonstop. Are you familiar with a character named Thatcher? All right, we're on our break. We'll be back. We'll finish off the pack rip in 2 minutes time. Let's give you something to dance to. Get the dancing emotes going. All right, back here on this Saturday afternoon or evening if you're off in Europe, or late evening if you're in Asia, or early morning if you're the one viewer from Australia. Welcome, Australia, to the chat. Laptop Hound here, finishing off the Mega Pack Rip. We got a viewer from the Dominican Republic, one from Great Britain. We've got Americans, Canadians, and Danish people here. One of the Danish viewers is probably Warbot getting his packs. And yeah, the D Block little ad. I like that little picture there because when I was able to screen capture it, he opened a pack. The perfect was just coming out of the pack. He had a smile on his face. And I thought, yeah, that's a great screen capture. I do a lot of Photoshop. Whenever you see my thumbnails, they're my own creations. They're my own piecing together of different things. I subscribe to Adobe Photos, so I pay for the photos that I use. I subscribe to the music service that you hear at the breaks. So I enjoy doing it. It is a lot of work, putting together thumbnails, trying to make them creative, trying to look kind of cool. We saw with the Ezra Denny Daddy Wags card, but it just, I used to teach again some graphic arts kind of things, very simple things to kids. So it's kind of stuck with me. If I didn't teach those courses, I would never be good at Photoshop and different kind of effects. So Yeah, that D Block photo. I like that one. We got to get a better picture of D Block though, and a bigger picture of D Block. But I like how he's kind of hanging out down there. All right, let's continue on. Let's go to the 5L, today's updates. D Dempsey said we're still in the quarters. The Whales are leading the Blue Bombers. Sporer is tied up with Tarpons. Makadkar is leading the Rockhounds, who beat the team who beat me. And Wish Come True 123 is beating the Hoosman 2-0. So we still got a ways to go. Don't know if I'll still be on by the time we get to the finals. But this again is day one of the new cycle for the 5L. So if you missed it earlier, we are continuing to give away some prizes if you participate and do well in the 5L. Where is my screen? One of these screens here. Here it is. Congrats to our February winners. Again, our February winner was the Michigan Wolves with 18 points. Our random winner was the Wisconsin Winter. We pulled that yesterday, or we drew that yesterday. Today is a new cycle, March the 2nd, and it will go until March the 14th. And then that will be it for offering prizes from me. You can still get in-game prizes if you continue to play, but this is when the new game is about to come out. So we'll be kind of transferring a lot to new game coverage. Also kind of cool, March 14th is the 101 tournament of the 5L. So we will have played competitively 101 5L tournaments, of which hopefully I will be part of 100 of them, because I did miss one of them. So keep on playing, get your name on the leaderboard. Ezra sounds like he's got a good team that could be competitive tomorrow. We'll draft my team a little bit later, and we're ripping packs right now. Also, if you haven't filled out the Waggies, your vote for the Waggies, please do. You get to be part of the selection process on which cards, which events are part of the Waggy celebration. Monday, March the 11th, Ezra Denny, EVC, some other special guests are going to come on, and we're going to go over the winners from what you guys have selected in the Waggies. And again, it is set to revise. So if you do change your mind between now and next Thursday when I close off the form, then you can do that by revising your entry. Should be able to do that. Just go in your history and find it. So please fill that out. Be part of the selection process. We're going to have a lot of fun. Going to have a lot of fun Monday, March the 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern. All right. In the pack ripping, we got about 25 to go, plus our historical rainbow. Question 1 is a no so far. We have not pulled a perfect legend card. This was the National League. This was an expo. This was a pitcher. No, this was a pitcher. This was a high diamond. And number 6 is a no so far. So if you answered no on the first question, you're looking good on advancing. But there's still 25 packs and the rainbow pack to go. Danny D. Smith Jr., welcome in, Danny D. I hope your weekend's going well. Thank you. 3 months. Welcome to the second trimester in the dog pound. Good to have you here, Danny. And again, Danny D., one of the greats in the community on many different streams, supporting many different streamers. So, Danny, good to have you here. This was not meant to be a stream today, Danny. This was me looking at the streaming schedule and going, no one's streaming today. Other than EVC this morning, no one's streaming. Usually someone's always streaming. So I figured I'd come on for a few hours, help people get their packs and open some packs at the same time. Okay, let's get back to this. In fact, we're still on silver packs. We never even made it to the gold packs yet. So we're going till pack 736, and then we're going to buy a historical rainbow. We got a few more to go. No perfects yet. Bunch of diamonds, bunch of gold. Froze up on me, so we just hit the escape key. And the game is saying, lap, we just need a little bit more time to put those perfects in for you, which I'm good with. There's a diamond. Old Hoss Rayburn. Not a duplicate. We will be keeping him and check out how many missions we've completed. Gold pack. Dansby Swanson. Another gold card. Max Scherzer. You, sir, will be sold to get me that historical perfect. Or, yeah, historical rainbow. 10 packs to go. Devo White, a new card that came out. He should be worth a bit. He's worth 4,000 points for a silver. You're a new Hoss Rayburn type of guy. Oh no, we got to go with the oldies but the goodies. You young kids today, come on, celebrate the old. My fourth Logan Webb today, thanks to Ezra. Ezra's presence in the chat. Nothing much there. Come on, how about a perfect or a triple gold pack? Can we have a triple gold? I don't think Matt pulled a triple gold pack either. I don't think he had a pack with 3 or more. Other than maybe the historicals. Okay, we have finished pulling our 250 packs. Got a lot of garbage. Did get a few good ones, but nothing really over 15,000 perfect points. Nothing in 250 packs. That's disappointing. So now I got to go make some money and sell some points or sell some cards. So my sell over limit, let's see if anyone is worth taking off. We want the live cards. Of course, we got people working the system and cheating, selling cards to other accounts probably for 14,000 perfect points. They will track those people down and ban them because that's unacceptable. 14,000, even on day one. That's unacceptable. That's how people like to launder perfect points or move points around between their accounts, is to try and sneak in selling their live irons for mega points. But you can find it easy just by sorting by last 10, which you can do by customizing your view. You go over, you go to PT info, and whatever you want to see on your main page, put a little check mark by it. I like to put the last 10 value, and then it will show up. And the great thing is you can move these around wherever you want that last 10 value. You want it to be the first thing you see, put it there. Okay, so anything worth selling? Maybe these cards here. Oops, I don't want to activate you. It's locked. Dansby Swanson. What was the name, Hulka, of that silver card that you sold for 60,001 points? Wasn't it Dansby Swanson? There's something similar to that. That one in the Carter. Let's do a quick check here. Let's do a quick check. Card shop. Let's go check Swanson. Was it this one here? Wow, within a week, it's gone from 60,000 down to 12,000. That's what I mean. You got to take advantage. And if you want to build your perfect points, you got to get on it early. Me doing the Hawk Report on Thursdays, I never really had a chance to rip a lot of packs because I was hosting the Hawk Report. So I never really had a chance to take advantage of the higher sell prices. and you picked up that Acuna Jr. He's selling for 584,000. So that was a great pickup. And the Gary that you had. This is probably the most sought after card right now under perfect. In fact, I don't think there's one on the card shop. This one here. If you pull one of these, you're rich. You can probably put them up for 150,000. Hulkamat sold one for 250,000. You could put one up for like 199,999 and it'll probably sell. I don't know what the combinator is. Which mission is the combinator? Who does that get you? The combinator. 3 out of 6. Ooh, I don't know which one that is. That would be this one. Yeah. Get you 2 historical diamond packs. But then you finish the series and you get the historical rainbow pack. Completion and only incomplete. All right, from opening my 250 packs, I have finished 4 missions. So let's go collect those. The Eric Davis mission is done. We finished up the Puerto Rican connection. We get the silver. Here we are at the end of the cycle, and I finally get the silver Roberto Clemente. I get the silver Eric Davis. Go lap. I get the silver Robin Roberts. After all this time, I get the gold one now. Some people have these finished in the first week. Now I go on a Robert Roberts mission here for diamond. And the Great White North, we finished the Canadian mission. All these players born in Canada: Stubby Clapp, Ryan Dempster, Scott Diamond, Brett Laurie, Larry Walker, Joey Votto, Eric Bedard, Rich Harden, Joe Nuxel, Bo Naylor, Corey Koski, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. All Canadian. All right, let's go back and sell some cards. Tag all. What am I going to get from those 250 packs? 61,000 perfect points. Okay, so now I can go to the card shop. I can buy my historical rainbow. All right, for those of you that are within listening range and not ghosting, if you can hear this voice, I need your energy. I need your positivity. I need the emotes. Send the emote vibe, guys, as we open up the historical rainbow pack. And then we find out who our winner is. Put those emotes in the chat. Ooh, I do have a Spotlight Pack 42. Ooh. Well, we'll save that one. I did not know I had that. Huh. What do I have for choice packs? Get those emotes going. Thank you, Ezra. Thank you, D. Dempsey. We have a high diamond. Thank you, EVC. Hulkamat just with the one simple one, but I like it. Holding up, sharing the energy with Goku. I don't know if that's a anime character or what. Sounds like it's something from Dragon Ball Z. Which I know not much about because my kids never really got into that. Hey, where is that historical rainbow? Choice pack. Too far. Diamond. Historical Rainbow. Here we go. See what kind of energy you guys brought me. We got a Casey Cox. We got a John Hummel. We got a Juan Segura. And our gold card is a Brad Hand. I like it. It's a good gold card this late in the cycle. One of the better gold relievers out there. Diamonds. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. We got Bill Pierce. Well, our very last card of our very last pack opening is going to answer question 1. Question 1 on the Google form. Will I pull one of the 15 legend cards that came out in the very last TWIP? 67% said no, but 6 people said yes. One final card will determine which group of viewers moves on. All right. Here we go. We're not going to put in any kind of commercial break to keep the suspense going. We're going to make it dance a little bit. Make it dance, and we're going to play a little bit of Hound Dog as we flip it over, because nothing else seems to work on my perfects. Maybe do we want? Yeah, we'll play Hound Dog.
Nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine.
Okay, and we're going to do the positive thing here, and we're going to play the cheer, because if we put a cheer in, it's going to be a good card. Here we go.
All right. Yes.
Well, the good news is it's not a Ben Sheets. The bad news is it's not one of the final 15 legend cards. This was a card that came out just before that. There were 2 relievers that came out, Mike Gonzalez, and chat, help me out. Who is the other reliever that came out the same day? And you guys didn't even get to see that. I got to see that. I got the excitement. I got to see it. Mike Gonzalez. Mike freaking Gonzalez came out with another reliever just before the final Legend series came out, going for about 70,000. No one's selling him yet. I'll take it. He was in the 42 spotlights, yep. But there was another reliever that he came out with. Who was that other reliever? Because one of them is better than the other, and I can't remember which was which. Nick Anderson. Was that it? Nick Anderson? Okay, let's go check out on the card shop. Nick Anderson. Okay, so I own Nick Anderson too. And yeah, it looks like the Mike Gonzalez is better than Nick Anderson. Let's see, does he show here? Mike Gonzalez. Can we compare players? No. Let's go back up to here and here. Take off that filter. Put on historical. And so, yeah, I did pull that Rube Waddell in a spotty the same day as Hulkamat, and I pulled the Toad Ramsey because Hulkamat was hot. I bought 5 packs, and those were 2 of the cards that I got. So that was definitely a win. And Nick Anderson compared to Gonzalez. Oops, that's compared to Toad. Compare you to Gonzalez. Oh, yeah. Gonzalez much better than Nick Anderson. So I do have Anderson anyway already, but I'm happy with that Gonzalez. He is going to make the Gladiators right here. He's going to make the team. He's better than Nick Anderson. It's probably time for Chad. Help me out. EVC, help me out. Who does Mike Gonzalez come in for? Definitely for sure for Nick Anderson. You follow these perfect cards much better than I do because your Dodger team or your main team sees these cards a lot more. Can't believe I got 4 lefties starting. Valdez, Waddell, Ramsey, and Kershaw. Who comes out? I think Suter and Britton stay. I think Gooden stays. Gagne, Baumgartner. I think it's just got to be Nick Anderson. So Nick Anderson or Devin Williams. I think Williams, yeah, I think Williams stays. I don't know. Williams better against lefties, but Anderson better against righties. I think I go with the control guy. I think I keep Nick Anderson. So Devin Williams comes out. Mr. Gonzalez comes in. And again, if you missed it, there are 3 more Perfect League trophies. Yes, they announced that today. 3 more trophies that they're giving out. 1 on Sunday, tomorrow, and then they've got 2 more. Nicolino found a couple more in his attic. So if you're in Diamond League, you still have a shot. Win Diamond this week, go up to Perfect League, and win it next week or the week after. Good. Submit. All right, we're going to go and show who our winner is here. Then I'm going to draft my 5L, and then I'm going to call it a day because again, this was not a plan. I have chores to do while my wife is out. I had some designated chores, and if she comes home and I don't have the designated chores done, I'm in trouble. Trouble, I tell you. It's not marking papers, but it's like vacuuming. Got to vacuum. I will be in the doghouse, and believe me, that if anyone's ever been in the doghouse before, it's be like, I was gone for 8 hours. I just asked you to do these 17 things, and you got none of them done. But sweetie, no one was streaming, and the community needed their drops. I can't abandon a community when no one else is streaming on a Saturday after my good friend EVC. Who's EVC? Oh, you want to come on and meet him one time? No. One time, EVC will have to have both our spouses on. When we do a stream together or something, we'll have to talk them both to come on and just introduce the community to our better 3/4, as you call them. Then they both can be embarrassed at the same time. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, showing you the winners. Or the winner. Ezra. Sorry, Ezra. Am I bringing flashbacks back to you? Hey, come on. It's common, right? I gave you this list to do. Do you want me to make you a list or will you remember? No, please make me a list. Okay, here's your list. When I come back, please have some of these things done. 8 hours later. I had to stream. No one else was on. I couldn't have D. Dempsey marking papers without picking up his drops. He's helped me out, been on the round table. Here's the video to prove it. Okay, well, what about the other 16 things? Ezra needed his drops. He's been on my streams. Here's the video to prove it. Okay, how about the other 15 things? Eventually, I run out of people that have been on my stream. Hulka Matt, it's been on my stream. Then we get down to 4 tasks that I haven't done, and then I'm really in trouble. Okay, let's go take a look at our winner. I kid. My wife's pretty good about that. Will she get mad if things aren't done? Yeah. But cooler heads will prevail. And the doghouse will eventually let me back into the real house. Where is it here? This one here. Okay, view in sheets. Is it this one? No. Didn't I make a sheet for this one? View in sheets. Why do I have him already? Oh, that's showing an old one. That's my winner from before. So PJ, who won before, does not qualify. Can I delete those? Delete. There we go. That's weird. All March the 2nd. Okay, here we go. Let's figure out who our winner is. Let's take off these highlights. Because you only deserve a highlight if you win. Sweetie, why didn't you vacuum? The cat got in the way. I was streaming. For Pete's sake. Okay. And don't cut the D Block Dragon and Danny D. Smith Jr. re-up their sub. See, if I wasn't streaming, they wouldn't have re-upped their sub. And then she'll think about it a little bit and she'll go, what do you get for a sub? And I'll say, I don't know, like $2. And she'll be like, really? You didn't do your 17 different tasks for $4? And she'll pull out her purse and she'll pull out 2 loonies or 2 toonies and 4 loonies. And she'll say, here, now go do your darn tasks. Go do your chores. And then I got nothing after that. I got nothing. Sorry if I brought back any flashbacks to any interview with a partner out there that might speak similarly. This stays between you and I, okay? This between you and I. This does not get mentioned if she ever comes on stream. Okay, yeah. Now I'm getting worried. I got to get off here. Okay, quickly. I got to go figure this out so I can go do my vacuuming. Let's create a filter. Let's remove filter first. Let's create a filter. Okay. Will I get at least one of those legend cards? Why is it not creating a filter? See, I'm all messed up now. Why is it? I don't want to filter just on those 2. I want to filter on all of them. Create a filter. Remove filter. Create filter. See, you're getting in the way of my vacuuming here. Will I get at least one of those packs? No. Okay, good. Good. That's done. No. Clear? No. Well, thanks for all your support. Most people are still alive. The first pack with a live gold card. Will it be National or American League? It was a National League player from the Philadelphia Phillies. Still most of you around. First, historical. Will it be a Blue Jay or an Expo? Of course, we had a pack with one of each, so they cancel each other out. So then we go to the next pack, which was an Expo. And now we're down to a handful. GT Sundown, Fizz or Bops, Rob Deere and Headlights, I Drive Long. Just take a break every once in a while, okay? It's dangerous to drive too long. Just pull off to the side, have a little snooze, start up again when you're refreshed. Andy from Sheffield and Hero Driver, still around. The first live single diamond. Will it be a hitter or a pitcher? It was a pitcher, so very quickly, and they got the next one right, being a high diamond. So they went 2 for 2, and they picked no for will I get 3 golds in a row. So they had the next 3 questions right. They got all 6 questions correct. So for that, we definitely have to give a shout out for getting all 6 questions correct. Goes to I Drive Long. I Drive Long. I've got your username there. It is I Drive Long. Congratulations on winning the Laptop Hound Rip Pack Palooza Part B after EVC today. And I'll send your name along. It may take till Monday or Tuesday until you get those 10 packs because of the weekend. But at some point, 10 packs should show up in your account. Congratulations.
Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine.
Yeah, and I think D Dempsey, I noticed that too with the dates. So I Drive Long even beat the old entries. I think it's got the February 17th entries in there for some reason too. So because I forgot to create a new form, it added the old ones. But this is March the 2nd, 12/19. It was submitted. So yeah, good eye pointing that out. Good teacher eye there. But yeah, it is the correct winner. I Drive Long. So I did get that one perfect, which again is probably market value or close to it from the 6 cards in that pack. It was probably worth about 117. And now the last thing I want to do is draft my 5L. And then we'll check in on today's 5L. And I want to see if I can beat EVC, which would be pretty easy because he didn't have a good card pool today, or beat Ezra with his Johnny Dickshot, Brock Holt, Maglio Ordonez, and Archivon. See? I remembered all 4. And then my wife will tell me something, and 5 minutes later she'll say, okay, did you do with that what I just told you? And I'll be like, what'd you tell me? So I just told you 5 minutes ago. Weren't you listening? Yeah, kinda. I had to. People needed their drops, for Pete's sake. But yet I can remember the 4 cards that Ezra Denny drafted in the 5L. Do not tell her that, please. You will not get your drops from me from now on. Okay, let's quickly draft this. Lou, we're going to take Lou and Scott Rowland, I think. Although Bobby Smith's a good choice. Lou and Scott. Zeke's and Earl Williams. I do like Connie Rector. Here's the Maglio Ordonez. So do I draft this just because Ezra has one? I think I do. So I'm going to go Maglio and Earl Williams. I'm going to see if I can get all 4. Well, EVC got, did you eventually take Roberto Perez? I saw him on your screen, but I don't know if you drafted him. Do I like Perez or Williams better? D Dempsey, help me out here. Who do you like better? Williams or Perez? I think Williams, right? I mean, defense, though, is definitely Perez. So who do you like? You know what? EBC took Perez. Ezra took Maglio. So we'll take those two. Oh, and then we got the Jim Leyritz card, which is another good catcher. So I think I'm going to grab my second catcher now and Scott Brocious. So I got the two best Scots in bronze, Scott Brocious and Scott Rowland. Going to hurt for pitching, though, but so does Ezra. So, oh, and I got Tom Pagnozzi. Man, catchers coming out of everywhere. We'll take Maxville and George Bell, I think. Maglio can only play right. Bell can play center, but I don't want him playing there. What park are we in? We are in Troost Field, Babbitt. So it's a hitter's park. Babbitt and home runs. Oh man, Tom Pagnozzi. Would have loved to take you. George Davis. Okay, let's take my two shortstops. Need some pitching. Sid Fernandez. And is it Dwyer? Or is it Kuzava? Dwyer or Kuzava? I think we're going to go Kuzava. Yeah, let's go Kuzava. There's my second pitcher. Oh, right. Van Glider. We got our Van Glider and we got Bob Welsh. Or do I like Johan Santana? Santana or Welsh? I think I like Welsh. How about Van Glider? Yes. I know it's Van Gelder, but it's my thing, okay? For Pete's sake. Dale Murphy. That Ezra took, so I'm just going to copy Ezra because he won this 2 days ago. And Dick Egan. And Bruce Bochy, another good catcher. This is a tournament of catchers here. King Cole, and I guess we got to take a live Yeri. Santangelo, we're going to take you, and we're going to take Kyle Gibson. Now I've got 7 pitchers. I need another left fielder. Can any of the guys I drafted play left? Leyritz? No. Perez? No. Lou cannot. Dale Murphy cannot. Egan? No. Brocious can play left. And Rowland can play third. So Brocious, you're going to left. Davis and Maxville. Brocious, Santangelo, and Ordonez in the outfield. Bouchel and Hacker. Although this Jim King card played well in this tournament yesterday, but no. Next up, Marcus Thames, and how about a little bit of Derek Dietrich? 2 catchers, 2 first, second, third. I need outfielders and pitchers. Outfielders and pitchers. Mark Baldwin and Bob Chipman. All right, got 11 pitchers. So just some infielders here or outfielders. Bobby Lowe. And who's a multi-positional guy? A lot of pitchers in this round. As we take you. All right, not as good as Ezra got in terms of hitters, but I got Van Glider, Welsh, Kuzava, Fernandez, Gibson, and I'm sorry, teacher. Sorry for copying off D. Dempsey, but I haven't had success in this tournament recently. So D. Dempsey, I am copying you. Everyone's going middle relief. Except Warren Hacker's going to be a starter. And who's the highest stamina guy here? Bouchel, King Cole. Cole's going to come in. Fernandez, you're going to be my stopper because you're good in the bullpen. Let's do that. Van Glider, Welsh, Kuzava, Hacker, and King Cole as my 5 starters. And the only time I've won this tournament, I forgot to do my settings. So I'm not going to do my settings now. I'm just going to leave it. Because last time I forgot, I won the tournament. Or just keep everything neutral. Leyritz, you're better against the lefties. So you got to get in there against the lefties. Rez backing up. And Marcus Thames, you got to get in there against the lefties in left field or first base. Not taking out Scott Brocious, I don't think. Nope. And first base is Dale Murphy. Nope. We'll keep it like that. Marcus Thames, your power, though. You'll hopefully get some pinch hit opportunities. My number 1 pinch hitter. Perez. Go. Okay, let's check out the righties. Babbitt. Good. Power. Eric Dietrich against the righties, second base. Move you up in the lineup. Just because the game does not always put in the best players. They value defense quite a bit. So Dick Egan go as a pinch hitter there. And yeah, the new game, all this could change. They could have they're updating the rating system. So this we could be in a little bit of a tunnel for the first couple weeks trying to figure out, settings and strategies. Could be completely different from how we're used to playing the game. Okay, the only strategy I am going to set is my base running. All right, let's try that. All right, last break coming up. We'll check in on today's results of the 5L, and then we'll sign off. Be back in 2 minutes. Last break. Stay tuned. Are you finished marking your papers yet?